Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. My name is Savannah Playford, the Director of Youth Ministry at Dixon United Methodist Church. Whenever you are watching this, welcome to today's daily devotion. This is my favorite time of year. I love the cold weather. I love the sweaters and sweatshirts. I love the peppermint, the peanut brittle, the pumpkin spice snacks. I love it all. But my favorite part of this holiday season is the holiday drinks from Dutch Bros or Starbucks. So this past week, Dutch Bros released their drinks the day after Halloween, so on Monday. And of course, I had to go early to get my holiday drink. So I got up early. I was so eager that I didn't even shower, I didn't get dressed, I didn't even do my hair. I just rolled out of bed in my pajamas, got in my car, and drove down to Dutch Bros. I waited in line, I ordered my drink, and I took forever. But I finally got my drink. I took a big old gulp of my hot coffee, and guess what happened? It was lukewarm. Definitely not what I wanted on a 6:30 a.m. on a Monday morning. I nearly choked and spit it out of my mouth. But then I got to thinking this would be a really good daily devotion. So today I wanted to share with you Revelation 3:15 through 16 that says this. I know your works. You are neither cold nor hot. I wish that you were either cold or hot. So because you are lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I am going to spit you out of my mouth. I know that we all have heard these verses before, right? We know that these verses are talking about a person's faith, and we've heard of the analogies, but do we really understand the significance of it? In biblical times, these were very serious verses and not just a fun analogy. It was very serious because room temperature water was considered to be dangerous water. Cold water suggested that the water came from a flowing river or a spring, and hot water suggested that something had been cooked and clean, and anything in between was suspicious and worthless. In these verses, Jesus is referring to a church and its members who were content on staying stagnant and they were self-satisfied. The church was not going through the motions of growing better and bigger, but instead going through the motions of just staying exactly where they were at. They were doing things because they were supposed to, not because they truly wanted to or loved God. And Jesus desired a church to be either hot or cold, relates to how we should respond to the Bible. Those who are hot in spiritual matters are deeply involved and committed to their faith. But those who are cold are in a position where they cannot be deeply impacted by their faith and they can't be changed. And then those who are lukewarm know about God, know about the gospel, and know about the Bible, but are not doing anything about it. And as the weather gets colder, we should remember that nothing good comes from being lukewarm, especially when it's a holiday drink. So here are 3 ways to not be lukewarm in our faith, and I suggest that you try them today. Number 1, we should pray. Pray that God will expand our knowledge and expand our opportunity to spread his gospel. Number 2, we should practically search for ways to love others. If you want to practically love me, you can help me get a new Dutch Bros. And number 3, proclaim the gospel at all times. We should always be sharing what we know the good news of the Bible is with all of those around us. But most importantly, it's remember that we should not be hot nor cold. We should pick one or the other, and ideally, we should be hot, right? So, as you go about your day and as you go about your week, try these 3 things to not be lukewarm in your faith. Number 1, pray. Number 2, practically search for ways to love others. And 3, proclaim the gospel at all times.